The month of June was one of the most deadliest months for alleged gang members in Chicago, with 23 alleged gang members being killed from gun violence. This was one of the craziest months that I've ever reported on, so make sure you stay tuned throughout the whole video. But before we get into this video, make sure you go check out my website that's in the description, where I post exclusive videos and pictures that I can't post on YouTube. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. This hail of gun violence started on June 4th, 2023. At around the morning hours of 4:20 a.m., a well-loved Teddy Mob member and a female would be shot. In the 1300 block of South Thrope Street, Dontrell Lloyd, aka Blocker, was shot in the head and was taken to Stroger's Hospital where he was pronounced dead. A female was also shot in the left arm and she drove herself to the hospital. Fast forward to the next day on June 5th, 2023, Kevin Thunderbird, aka T-Bird, allegedly from the STB set, was walking at about 11:45 p.m. in the 5100 block of South Dorchester Avenue when someone in a passing vehicle opened fire. Thunderbird pulled out his gun and allegedly started firing back, but it was too late because he was struck in the stomach. He was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. This happened just 2 weeks after celebrating his son's baseball championship. This next situation happened on June 7th, 2023. And this guy got shot multiple times in his car. Allegedly his location was leaked. This all happened around 12 a.m. when Donnie Jones, aka Lil Donnie, was driving through Oak Brook when someone opened fire on the car he was in. Shots were fired near 22nd Street and Camden Court. 21 shell casings were recovered from the scene. But on the same day around 5:25 p.m., a Pop Block member would die. Maurice Beard, aka Dwiller from Pop Block, 40 years of age, was in the 2100 block of 52nd Place when someone approached him while he was in his vehicle and began to shoot at him. He suffered from multiple gunshot wounds and was taken to Stroger's Hospital where he was pronounced dead. 2 days would go past before another alleged gang member would die, and this would be a well-loved 757 member. It was June 10th, 2023. Deshaun Berry, aka Lil Roe, was on the 10,000 block of Magnolia Boulevard near Vineland Avenue. At around 1:30 a.m., he was walking through the alley when an unidentified suspect drove by and shot him multiple times. 757 Lil Roe was pronounced dead at the scene at the age of 20. Then a day later on June 11th, 2023, Willie Stokes, aka Lil Will / Fuzzy, allegedly from the Danny Mob set, was shot and killed in his own hood. He was standing on the sidewalk in the 1900 block of South St. Louis Avenue when someone approached in a vehicle and fired shots around 6 p.m. He was pronounced dead at the scene at only the age of 20. Then about 5 days later on June 16th, 2023, Gabrielle Baker, aka Tank, allegedly from the Lavender Mob set / FSG, was found at about 6:30 p.m. with gunshot wounds in the 3900 block of West Gladius Avenue. He was only 26 years of age and was shot in the lower back. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Then the next day around 2 a.m. on June 17th, 2023, Glenn Hearn, aka Glenn from Baco Hood / Champ City, was outside just before 2 a.m. in the 800 block of South Cottage Grove, and allegedly this is Drill City's territory, but it was 3 males who approached him and shot him multiple times. He was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. On the same day around 4:45 p.m., a 14-year-old boy would die. Timothy Lockhart, aka Lil Tudor, from the DMG / FBC / GHSM set. He was in the 100 block of South Harmon Avenue where he was struck by gunfire in the head and was pronounced dead at the hospital. Him and his brother Jalen was allegedly riding scooters, and his brother got shot too and was in critical condition. Plus, they was also in MMT hood when they got shot. Another day would go past before another alleged gang member would die. It would be June 18th, 2023. Robert Barnes, aka Rob from Mitch Block / Larryland, was at a family celebration just before 8 p.m. when a gunman in a gray Honda sedan pulled up and fired shots in the 900 block of South Princeton Avenue. He was taken to the hospital where he died at only the age of 38. 4 other men were shot too, including Brian Ross. He was also from Larryland. He was pronounced dead at the hospital at only the age of 32. Then on the same day, only 3 hours later at 11 p.m., Jeremy Brown, aka JB, allegedly from the Goontown MMG set, was fighting with somebody outside of a fast food restaurant until they pulled out a gun and shot him multiple times. Jeremy Brown, 32 years of age, was pronounced dead at the scene. It would then be the next day on June 19th, 2023, where a Same Gang member would get shot in KP gang hood. It was around 3:45 p.m. when Lavelle Harris, aka Lava, was shot in the head in the 4600 block of West Maple Avenue. Plus a 28-year-old man was shot in the leg too. Lavelle Harris died at the hospital. You remember 3 days ago where Lil Tudor died and he was riding on a scooter with his brother? Well, on June 20th, 2023, Jalen Lockhart, aka Lil Kato, from the GHSM set, was the one that was riding on the scooter with Lil Tudor in the 100 block of South Harmon Avenue about 4:45 p.m. when someone fired shots at him. Lil Kato died 3 days after he was shot, and he was only 15 at the age of his death. Then 3 days later on June 23rd, 2023, Derek Dillon Jr., aka Turbo, allegedly from the Welch World set, was in a 400 block of South Weber Road when a verbal altercation with him and another man resulted in him being shot, and a 16-year-old from being shot but survived. Then about 2 days later on June 25th, 2023, Ronnie Martin, aka Stank/Spark, allegedly from the JMG/10 gang set. It was around 2 a.m. when Harmon police received a call of shots fired at the Luke's gas station located at 5105 State Line Avenue. When they arrived, they found 33-year-old Ronnie Martin suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead from his injuries. But then on the same day, deeper in the night hours, around 9 p.m., Jaleel Goins, aka Lil from Trap City/Zone 7 set, he was allegedly in an Uber when someone approached him and fired multiple shots. He was shot multiple times where he was taken to the hospital where he later died. July 27th, 2023, the next day, at around 3:20 p.m., Derek Baker, aka Lil Dude/Huncho, allegedly from the Welch World set, was in the 4300 block of South Cottage Grove, where he was shot multiple times by 2 or more people. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead from his injuries. He was allegedly in his own hood when he got shot. Then only about 4.5 hours later, at about 8 p.m., Marshall Catchings, aka Turbo from the OTE set, and Devontae Smith, aka Fat Fat, allegedly from the Sedville 1300 set, they was both on the 1500 block of West 59th Street when they was shot multiple times. The suspects then drove away in a silver car. 2 days later on June 29th, 2023, Elvin Allen, aka Ivo from the 757 set, was in the 6600 block of South Stewart when someone in a dark colored sedan pulled up and fired multiple shots. Elvin Allen, 37 years of age, was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. Then on June 30th, it would be the last 2 alleged gang members that would lose their life. It was just before 5 p.m. when DeMar Ferris, aka Rude from the JTBT set, he was in a 700 block of South Justin Street when someone fired shots striking him in the arm and chest. He was also taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead from his injuries. Andrew Barker, aka Mo Parker/Put, allegedly from the Art Gang set, was in the 5600 block of South Walcott Avenue when someone shot him allegedly 8 times in the head. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead from his injuries too. That was the second loss from Art Gang in 2023. But that'll be about it for this video. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed, stay well. Yeah, I'm out.